Hello friends and enemies, we're going to be looking at a deck that I've been running in constructed events. This is a Boros aggro deck. Before we get started, I want to make sure to mention that if you enjoy what you're seeing, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you could see me, I would be pointing down, because that is generally where the like and subscribe button is. Unless YouTube decides to flip things up and they put it up. So I will point one finger down and one finger up. But regardless of where it is, hunt it down, hit it, like it, subscribe it, hit the little bell to get notifications. As soon as we get to 10 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a Steam gift card. If at some point Magic the Gathering Arena happens to allow us to give money through Vilm or give gift cards through Vilm, we will do that through Magic the Gathering Arena instead. So stay tuned. This is also, before I get started, is starting a series on constructed event decks that I'm going to be trying to put out over the next few weeks. If you happen to have a deck that you're having a lot of success with running constructed events, leave a deck list for me, and I will be more than happy. I'm running a little bit low on wild cards right now, but I should be getting some more wild cards here shortly, so I'll be more than happy to look at any deck that you want to give me, and if I can get the wild cards for it, then I will get it, test it. If it does well, we will run it. So, getting back to the deck that we're going to be talking about today. This is a little Boros aggro deck that I've had a lot of success with. In best of ones, which is what I'm running this in, aggro decks tend to do very well. This is very similar to a lot of white weenie decks that people run, except that I do have a few, a total of 5 cards that require red mana, so it technically makes it a Boros deck, probably in the loosest sense of the word. So we have most of our base cards. We have Dauntless Bodyguard, we have Haunted Witness, Skymarcher Aspirant, we got our Legion's Landing, Tithe Taker, Benalish Marshal, History of Benalia, Venerated Loxodon. Probably the biggest minus that we have in this deck is that we don't have in this deck, because it's a minus, is we're not running any snub horns. In its place, we are running a Aurelia Exemplar of Justice. We're running 3 copies of that. Comes in very handy, as it is a flying creature with a big butt, so it's able to block some of the little 1/1s that you're seeing a lot in the mono blue decks. And it also comes in extremely handy, because even on the turn that it comes out, it can give a creature +2/+0. And one of the big things to remember, that if it is the white creature, which the rest of our creatures are white, it is also going to give those creatures vigilance. After it comes out, when it's able to attack, you could either give the +2/+0 to Aurelia or to another creature. A lot of times you want to give it to Aurelia because it allows Aurelia to mentor onto another creature, but sometimes you can play around with that. You know, it's definitely a very flexible card. And again, if you give the +2/+0 to Aurelia and you're playing a mono blue deck, you can attack with her. Plus, she is able to trample over their little 1/1s, or she's able to have the vigilance, and she can stay back and she can block next turn, even after doing damage. So, it comes in very handy. We are running 2 copies of Justice Strike. This definitely comes in handy again when you're dealing with bigger creatures, allowing you to kind of clear the way for your little creatures, your little weenie creatures. And 2 copies that doesn't take up a lot of space in this deck. We are also running 2 copies of Conclave Tribunal, which allows us to exile any non-land permanent that the opponent may have. So it helps us, again, clear the way. Helps us get rid of planeswalkers as well. Maybe get rid of some enchantments or artifacts if needed. So yeah, definitely a very flexible card as well. Plus, the Convoke means that if we don't have enough land, because sometimes we do run a little bit low on land with this deck, then we can use our creatures to help cast this. It comes in handy when you got a creature with vigilance. You could swing, whether it's our History of Benalia or Aurelia giving a creature herself or another creature vigilance. You could swing and still use that creature to help you convoke your Conclave Tribunal. So yeah, definitely stay tuned, see what you think about the deck, and enjoy. Alright, we're going to hop into our first match. Let's see what we got. Against Ipon. I don't even know. Whatever. I guess they were born in 1989. I think, yeah, we can definitely keep this hand. Hopefully we'll get another a 2-drop or something to at least do on the second turn. Well, and we do draw first as well. So, okay. So we got Legion's Landing, which is probably our best 1-drop. With any luck, we'll get another, either a couple more 1-drops or a 2-drop, so we can have a turn 2 and we can curve out pretty well. Not exactly what I wanted, but that does go good for History of Benalia. That's okay. Not exactly what I wanted. I mean, I guess I wonder if I just toss down a Legion's Landing just to let it replace this, just to give me something to do on this turn. I think that's probably the best. So let's go ahead and attack. Does he have a Merfolk Trickster, maybe? Because it's pausing quite a bit. He probably has a Merfolk Trickster. That's okay. I'd rather get it out now as opposed to when I get my Knights now. So I'm fine with that. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing he meant to block on that one. Yeah, I didn't bring both my Legion's Landing. I'm going to save one. So next turn we're going to get a History. We're going to probably do double History over the next couple of turns, and then going into my Marshal after that. Though really I could bring my Marshal out next turn. I'm going to say no blocks. And the reason why I could bring my Marshal out next turn is it will buff my 2 tokens. That way, if he does have another Merfolk Trickster, which he may have, because he's got 2 land untapped, both of these will be able to trade with him. So let's think about this for a second. And he does have a Wizard, so he could have his Wizard retort as well. I believe probably History is probably the best play. So I'm going to swing, knowing that I may be swinging into Merfolk's Trickster, but I would rather get those out before I bring my bigger cards out. And he probably does have a Merfolk's Trickster, just with how long it's making him take in between turns. Now, with that in mind, why don't we just play a little bit? Let's play back. Let's don't attack. How about we don't attack? Let's get our History out. Yeah, so he did have a Merfolk Trickster. Okay, that's fine. So let me swing on 4. I'm going to go down to... I want to say no block. But I'm definitely going to bring my Marshal out next turn. Now that's a card that's going to be hard for me to deal with. I guess the question is, does he have a dive down? If he has a dive down, I'm lost, so there's not much I can do. Or if he has a Wizard. Well, he can't have a Wizard retort. I do have enough mana if he's got the... yeah. Okay, this game's over. Because he got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I can block 2. No attack. Let's get this out. And the reason why is because that's going to give me, I can chump block 2 of these. Four, 5, 6. Where's your good game at now, bro? Though, I mean, really, he's way ahead of me. Way ahead. That was actually probably the best card I could draw. So we're swinging with all of his. These have vigilance, so he either blocks and loses 2 of his creatures. He doesn't, yeah, definitely doesn't have enough to be able to adapt his Turbander. Plus, this has vigilance. I gain 3 life, and if he swings in with these, I can block again. So he will swing in with his Tempest the Djinn. I'm gonna have to chump. I don't have to chump block. I actually think the best thing to do, so that's going to be 5. He doesn't have any cards in hand. So I want to block with this. I can bring my Benalish Marshal out. That's going to give me a lot of life gain. Give this one my +1. That way it'll stay untapped. Swing. I'm going to I'm going to mentor one of my tokens. So I can mentor this token, give me a little bit more life gain. So he's going to have to do a lot of chump blocking, which is fine with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can always chump block with this, with his Tempest the Djinn. Yeah, sorry, not 1089-0. I am not too sorry, because you shouldn't have been good gaming me when you thought you had it. But kinda sorry, but not really. Alright, time to hop into another one. Hopefully we keep this deck running hot. Okay, yeah, I like this. 1 more mana, and we are golden. 1 more land. I keep saying mana. 1 more land, and we're golden. So some type of Cynic deck, it looks like. Go ahead and swing, and then we get our Tithe Taker out. Okay, Merfolk. So we need to make sure that we go wide on this deck. And we need to go wide before they do. Because they will... This one... Let's just take care of this one right now. And I'm actually going to swing in with my Tithe Taker. Most of these Merfolk decks do not really have a whole lot to do on my turn from what I've seen. And getting a flyer, actually, especially with 2 marshals in her hand, can be very good. So he's either going to take 2 to the face, or I'm going to get a 1/1 flyer. Either way, I think we're pretty good. Get our Haunted Witness out. So we should be... We should be ahead in this. I'm honestly not seeing that Biomancer is familiar in these decks. We'll let that come into play tapped. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll swing with both of these. I want to keep this back. This will get flying. Should get flying next turn. And we need to keep being extremely aggressive against this deck. I believe we have them kind of on their back heels, if you will. But if we let up, this deck can go wide. Probably faster than we can. Again, the good thing is, most of these Merfolk decks, and again, I'm assuming that's what this is, but I've honestly, again, have never seen a Biomancer's Familiar in any of these decks. But a lot of these don't have things to do on our turn. And they don't really have a whole lot of removal to get rid of things on our side of the board. Nice. Perfect. I'm actually going to keep the Marshal back. He can double block and take care of my Marshal, and I do not want that to happen. As long as I hold both of these back as well, after this turn, my Flyers should pretty much be able to handle him. Because he usually should not have any Flyers in his deck. Now he could have a Merfolk's Trickster, which he couldn't cast this turn anyways, because he doesn't have the mana for it. A dive down wouldn't really do a whole lot other than stalling. I guess unless he wanted to double block my Hunted Witness. And in that case, I'm going to get a 1/1 Lifelinker, which will actually turn into a 3/3 Lifelinker with my 2 Marshals now. That's fine. I'm definitely not going to block. Awesome. Let's do another one. Definitely a deck that like I said, I've had a lot of success with. I have considered taking out the Justice Strike, but having 1 or 2 Justice Strikes in there does come in extremely handy. Again, like you saw, I was able to take care of his one that was going to buff all of his creatures. Sometimes I do have a problem getting the red mana, because I've only got 8 sources of red mana in this deck. So I'll probably run with the Justice Strikes as it is for now. Even my Aurelian, I believe that's her name, my little angel that I've got in this deck, is actually really beneficial. So getting rid of red mana probably wouldn't do a whole lot for my deck. Okay. No, maybe it's probably best to actually cast a Tithe Taker before I attack. Might be something I need to think about in the future. I mean, I was playing a toddler, so I assumed I wouldn't have any problems, but... Oh well. Guess you know what happens when you assume. Alright. Marshal. Buff up my Tithe Taker. Okay. We will shock this in. And just to strike this crisis. So this is going to be some type of Sultai deck, I'm guessing. I believe the best play is to hardcast this. To get rid of his Thief of Sanity. That way I can keep swinging. Target a non-land permanent. There we go. Then I can play my land and then ooh. Okay. So swing is not going to do anything for me. So we'll just stand back. So I do have a flyer that can block this. So we should be good. Keep it Thief of Sanity in check a little bit. Maybe not. That's fine. Oh man, we do need to take care of the Thief of Sanity though. If you let that run free, it'll definitely mess you up. I wonder if he got my Loxodon. Definitely not the regular Sultai deck I'm used to. So he's pretty much only running Thief and Hydro Crisis. Perfect. So he can either block, and then I want to get a flyer that will be able to, well actually I'll have two flyers that can block his Thief of Sanity.
Let's tear this place apart.
Oh, there goes my Aurelia, I guess.
No
Aurelia.
one said restoration was painless.
So you want to cast one of the cards that he so alright. I believe probably my best bet is to... I gotta take care of the Vivian. I mean, he's already got a huge card advantage on me. I don't want him getting more of a card advantage.
Ha! I've seen worse.
This deck's actually pretty interesting. what he... I may have to reverse tech this deck here in a little bit. I mean, it seems to have some pretty good answers to it. I mean, Vivian, along with your Hydroid and your Thief, will help keep Mono Blue in check. Moment of Craving of Raskas will help with taking care of your, or at least help with some life gain with against the red decks. Well, would also help if I could draw something a little bit more than land. But you do what you do. We'll just attack with my Marshal. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot we can do for this game. Yeah. Not much we can do for this game, I think. So we'll try it again. Alright. Scrubble07. I like it. I like when people have creative names. Okay, this is a keeper. We got both colors of mana that we need, or lands that produce both colors of mana that we need, so we're good on that. One more land and we'll be set. We got a 1 and a 2 drop, and hopefully with one land coming up, we'll have a 3 drop. So this looks pretty good. It doesn't feel good playing the bodyguard without somebody to for him to use his ability on, but we'll use his ability on himself. How about that? How about that, Scrubble? Scrubble double double. Well, we know somebody that's going to get a Justice Strike to the face. Boom. Well, I don't have anything for that. So, I believe the best thing to do is to drop the history first. That way my knights will eat my knight tokens will eat a shock or a lightning bolt, so my marshal can stay down. But if I put my marshal down by next turn, he'll be able to benefit from the third lore counter, or the third stage of the saga. No block. That's okay. And now it's time for us to swing. Yeah, I kind of anticipated that they had one of those. So that'll take me down to 10. Right. But I'll be able to take him down to 9. He's only got 1 mana left. He's got 2 cards in hand. I believe we take this with plans of blocking next turn. Some of that is based on the fact that we do have our Aurelia, I believe is how you pronounce her name. So she is going to be able to buff up one of these dudes even more to swing in. And next turn we can block. Yep. Okay, awesome. Got it. Alright, who's next? Calcifer. Lucifer's younger, more calcium brother. Nah, that was kind of stupid. I'm sorry. Alright. Game face. Definitely going to keep this hand. So I believe we're going to do... Okay. Let's do the Bodyguard first. Just to get us potential for a little bit more damage. Then we can go Hunted Witness next turn, with plans of going into Loxodon and maybe double Loxodon. Maybe not. That's okay. Actually, we'll probably drop our Marshal next turn, depending on what he does, of course. Not really for sure. Could it be on a dinosaur deck, maybe? I mean, that's an Ixalan card, but that really doesn't mean a whole lot, honestly. Interesting. I'm actually, the fact that he held up 2 mana, I'm very surprised we're not getting Lightning Bolt to our Marshal. Or Lightning Strike. Yep. Perfect. 3, 4, 5. Do. Not a problem. Let's do Loxodon. Then I think next turn we may do our Exemplar. 3, 4. Now, so I guess the question is, do we... Alright. I think that kind of makes up to mine. I think we Loxodon it up this time. Again. Just because that's going to give her a lifelinker. Just to put her lifelinker, and to make her lifelinker a 2/2, which will put it out of range of dual shot. And then we can bring her Aurelia Exemplar of Justice now next turn. We plan on hopefully flipping this. He is playing with a lot of wonky cards that I've honestly never heard of. So we'll swing, which will flip our Legion's landing. Probably should have put down our Aurelia. That's fine. Yeah, that was... I love that animation. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have tossed this down first because it would have buffed up our life linker. He has a bunch of wonky cards. Alright, so we're going to swing with everything. We're going to give her +2/+1 to Aurelia, which will give her Trample and Vigilance. And then we will Mentor onto our lifelinker. That means that in order to kill any of our creatures, he's going to have to double block. Okay. Yeah, so he has to double block. So I believe we'll kill the Courser. Just take care of one of his flying creatures. Got it. Got him. Awesome, awesome. And for our trouble, we get a Satire Enchanter. Dum dum dum. Nightline. Oh my god, I'm hearing the Knight Rider theme. Unfortunately, I can't hum it. And I don't think there's any words to it. Which I wouldn't sing it anyways. Alright. Hunted Witness. Go Nightline, 94. Get to Luvu Runner. Yeah, Tithe Taker for sure. Let's kind of force him to only cast spells on his turn. Next turn for sure is going to be the Marshal, which will put our dudes out of Chain World or Realm. Then after that, we'll do the Dauntless Bodyguard to protect the Chain Whirler if he does survive. And we are going to... I believe we swing with both. Let's be aggressive. Let's swing with both. If he kills our hunted witness, we're going to have... No, he doesn't. So we got a flyer. Most red decks will not have a flying creature. If he'd killed our hunted witness, we would have had a somebody with lifelink. Light up the stage. Oh, we're gonna see Dose. Dose. Well, guess he had enough. And we get a shark to crab. Is it a fish? Is it an octopus? Is it a crab? It's apparently all three. Go. Have at it again. Have at you. Let's see what else we got. Deep one, Mobius. Oh yeah. Alright, what's Mobius bringing? So if this happens to be a Sultai deck, that's probably going to be a rough matchup. If they can get out a couple of the Hydroid Crisis. Oh, okay. Nope. Let's get our Tithe Taker out. So it must be some kind of... It's a sapling deck. Okay. So we need to be on the lookout for... the one that creates saplings and he ascends and gives them +1/+1. I can't remember what the name of it is now. We will say no blockers. Let's protect our lifelink. Dies create a 1/1 sapling. We'll get a hunted witness out. So I could swing, which will give me a flyer, and this deck should not have a flying creature. So I'm going to swing. No oops. That's exactly what I meant to do. And we'll say end turn. Come on, I need a Benalish Marshal or a Venerated Loxodon. Okay, cast down on that dude is going to be fine. So I believe we are going to swing with everything so I can flip my Legion's Landing. Okay. We're going to put a stop here just to remind us that we need to make a little token. Let's make our token. Ooh. this is going to be really good for us. So we're going to give this little flying creature +2/+0. Wonder if he has a cast down. Nope, not yet anyways. And we will swing with this one. Even if he does attack us with these, we're not going to worry about blockage. That's okay. If he'd done that quicker, he would have saved himself a little bit more time. So, what does this do? Enchant creature you control when the creature dies. I mean, I could exile it. I believe let's exile it. That'll take care of his Journey to Eternity. He doesn't really have anything good in the grave yet, but I'm assuming with the fact that he's playing that, he will. I want to tap this. Wait. 3, 4. Alright, so we're going to exile this. And we will swing with both of these. That way I can make me another 1/1 token. That's the reason why I wanted to use my Haunted Witness. Unless we'll make her token. A Benalish body, not the Benalish Bodyguard. A Venerated Loxodon would be nice. My Benalish Marshal would be nice. I think I want to save that. There's no use to use it right now. I want to save this for a bigger creature. Or a more important creature, I should say. Well, apparently he got something nice. See if we can finish off. One more win against Trishula. Okay, this is definitely not the best starting hand. We're going to keep it, but again, it's not the best. Having Aurelia in our hand with no red source of mana can be problematic, and she may end up being almost a dead card. Hopefully we'll draw a red source of mana shortly. Actually, very shortly. This deck is going to give us fits. Tithe Taker will help a little bit. It'll kind of slow down on the dive downs and some of the counter spells. The fact that he did not have a... oh shoot, my mind's blanking on what it's called again. The one that gives it +1/+1 and lets it draw a card. The fact that he didn't have that on the Mistcloak Herald is huge for us. We're going to swing. That gives us back our life. We'll get our Tithe Taker down while he's tapped out. We're going to get a Bodyguard down on the Tithe Taker probably next turn unless we draw a Benalish Marshal. So I think probably the best thing to do is to hold off on attacking until next turn when I can attack with all my creatures so I can flip this. Actually, no. We're going to swing in for a little lifelink. I want to still be able to drop these two this turn. So let's swing in with both. I don't care to sacrifice that, get rid of one of his Siren Storm Tamers. We'll bring this out, protect that again. We'll get our other Haunted Witness out. Next turn we'll be able to flip Legion's Landing. Alright. So shoot, that card hurts a lot. So I could swing in with 3 just so I can flip my Legion's Landing. That may actually be the best thing to do. Definitely the Haunted Witness goes. This dude can go, and my Lifelinker can go. One of these is going to be chump blocked by the Tempest, but that's okay. I was able to flip this. It actually turned out better than I anticipated because he just blocked one of them. So now I can pump me out some little 1/1 Lifelinkers. That's okay. You're gonna be able to shoot. Alright. So we're gonna swing in with our Hunted Witness and our little lifelink dude. And we're just kind of slowly trying to whittle away at a little bit of him. Maybe I should have kept back and try to go wide on him. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately that's not going to work. This deck is just... I mean, at this point, we are in deep trouble. I think we just enter Tithe Taker just because we... I mean, if he leaves our Bodyguard, we can always sacrifice this one to save our Tithe Taker. But honestly, he's got so much mana that it's probably not going to matter at this point. Yeah. I believe I just do the damage to him. And I'll have a 1/1 flyer. I can chump block if I want to. That'll slow the Tempest the gem down by turn. Still think it's okay. I still have me a 1/1 flyer to chump block with. And I want to hold this in hand just to kind of make him think a little bit. He probably knows we don't run a whole lot of removals, and if we had, we would probably have cast them by now. Let's put a stop at the end of his turn. I want to block because there's no reason not to block, because I can't really attack with this guy, because then we can just trade and he'll be coming out way ahead. So I'll just chump block. Now let's go ahead and make my little token now while we're thinking about it. And we can make that safely because we know he doesn't have any kind of board wipe or anything along those lines. And he should be able to adapt this. Easy enough. We're going to swing. I believe we swing with everything, hoping that he maybe chump block this. If he chumps block this, then I can get rid of his Tempest by using my Justice Strike. I know sometimes I don't run everything together all at once. That's okay. I anticipate that he was going to do that. I need you to block with this. He's not going to. Yeah. I didn't think he would, but I was hoping. Alright, that's okay. We're going to put a little stop here. Huh. We can win. Unless he has a counter, we can win. Or a Merfolk's Trickster. Snake. Alright. Alright, that was a heartbreaker. Oh. Yeah, those mono blue decks are just ridiculous. Flat out ridiculous. Alright, come on. Whew, no, this hand is actually probably worse than the last hand. Alright. Let's just hope we get a little bit lucky for a card. No blocks. So I have to hit another land and get my Marshal out before he can get a Chain Whirler. The only good thing is my Bodyguard will protect my Skymarcher. No blocks. So if I draw a land here, we'll be in decent shape. But mulliganing down as far as we did is not good. Okay, that at least puts us out of Chain Whirler. I'm guessing he probably does have a Chain Whirler, just because of. We'll just sacrifice this. And anyway, I'm guessing he had a Chain Whirler just because of how he was playing. he was going for us instead of going for our creatures with his skewer to critics. I think we want to save this just for a Chain Whirler or a Sneak. Yep. And again, he probably had that in his hand. He just had to use his last turn to get rid of our Benalish Marshal. Nice. Yeah, I think he just got way too far ahead of us. I mean, if I get a little bit lucky, maybe we can stabilize, but very, very doubtful at this point. Yeah. No, we're pretty much dead. Or actually, we are dead. Alright, well, 6-3 is not too bad of a record, so we'll take that. Ooh, yeah. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed.